All right, guys, I'm going to talk about the isometric squeezes that I like to do, and you can do them at home. I think it's a massive benefit for you to do these things. I've been doing it for quite a while now, and my squeeze strength has gone up tremendously. I think it really helps the guillotines, arm triangles, passing, but also the endurance on it. So even if you're not quite in position to get it, you can really wear a guy out and not worry about your own grip and forearms burning out. So I'm going to talk about the squeeze strength. Today I'm going to just focus on the Schultz Choke type position. I really love this position. You can tap a guy from here, as you can see by Matt Hughes and Ricardo Almeida. He didn't tap him, he put him to sleep in that fight in UFC if you want to look that up. I think it's a great position to wear a guy out even if you can't get him to tap. It is really hell on the neck. So I'm going to show us that, tell you how I break down my intervals. I'm going to get here on Chad, or it's kind of a little more like Adam in this position, but whatever. So what I do for the Schultz Choke position, I'm going to come in, I'm going to lock my hands together, and I'm going to squeeze my elbows. Now, when I'm in this position and I start to squeeze, another thing I'm going to concentrate on is really pulling my elbows back and engaging my lats, my rhomboids, my rear delts. I really want to squeeze everything back. I'm not just squeezing with my arms. It's a pull with the elbows and my back at the same time. Now, what I'll do here, I mix it up. I just like to mix it up depending on the day, and I don't do this every day. I generally do it every other day, and I switch. Today I'm doing Schultz Choke. Maybe I'll do guillotine. Maybe I'll do body lock. I just mix it up on those types of squeezes. So what I did today for my workout was I went 1 minute on each side, gripping with a minute off. So I did 1 minute squeeze, 1 minute off, 1 minute squeeze, 1 minute off. And then I went to 30 seconds on each side, but only with a 15-second rest. I cut my rest time in half. So 30 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. Then I went to 15 seconds of work with 7 seconds of rest. And then I went to 5 seconds on as hard as I can, release for 1 or 2 seconds, and do that again 3 times each side. To really think about, as we get more tired, that's what's going to happen in a match. So that's kind of what I wanted to simulate today, that even though I'm starting to get flooded and my muscles are starting to fatigue, I can still lock that grip on with everything I've got. So here, I'm going to come under just like I'm hitting the Schultz Choke, lock my hands together. I'm going to pinch my elbow in to pull that arm across. Not that the technique's too important for this right now, but I'm going to squeeze. I'm also going to stay on my toes so that it engages my abs. Now you could squeeze in a match and drop your core down, but I think it's just a little added benefit to make that core tight and keep your hips up off the floor, being on my toes. I'm going to push with my head as hard as I can. I'm going to pull my elbows in, pull my elbows back, and I'm going to squeeze as hard as I can. I would have my timer set up, and I'm squeezing, getting all the weight I can on that neck for a minute, so on and so forth. So in my next video, I'm going to talk about an arm in guillotine. While we're going to talk about the technique of the arm in guillotine, I think it's important on everything to know that if you don't have the strength and you don't have the endurance, your technique better be pretty damn spot on to hit it. So we're going to talk about the technique, but this is equally as important as the technique, I believe. Maybe slightly less, but it's pretty damn important. All right, go work it.